Yo,
What's up with you?
what's good, man?
Man, I'm just getting out the gym, man.
Yeah, I feel you. After all these technical difficulties, and I was like, man, what is going on here?
Yeah. Yeah, we
Yeah,
got it right though.
I'm good, man. How you doing, though, man? How you doing?
Shit, I'm good, bro. I just got back from a little vacation from last weekend and I'm back locked in the gym. I'm getting ready for this next month fight.
Oh, I can't wait, man. I cannot wait.
Yeah.
But I'm really appreciative that I'm saying you took the time out of your busy schedule and all that to even come talk to me. I mean, hear what everybody been bugging me about, telling that just doing, you know.
Yeah, I've been seeing, I ain't gonna lie, bro, before we even did this and you got connected with my team, I've been seeing your videos and stuff like that. And shit, you do a hell of a job. Like shit. You know what I'm saying? You do a hell of a job. I watched your video that you made from me for my debut all the way up into, my second fight. And then you had other videos you analyzing other things. I'm like, all right, I like this dude. So,
Thank you, man. Thank
yes,
you.
sir.
Very, but yeah, so
Hey, Jada.
let's get started, man. I've been waiting for this. So my first question to you, bro. I'm saying, why boxing, man? What made you choose boxing?
Shit, I like to fight. For real, for real. I just like beating people up. I
Hey,
ain't gonna lie. I like fighting. I ain't gonna lie to you.
ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I mean, at least you beating people up for the right. You beating them up
Yeah.
for the right reasons.
Yeah, legally.
Yeah. All right. Explain to me your experience in the amateurs. I mean, how was that experience like? You know what I'm saying? And you got the amateurs, and then on top of that, you got the AIBA, which is World Championship. A lot of people don't know about that, because they think, you fighting the amateurs, you win Golden Gloves, you win nationals, and then that's it. They don't really know about the Olympics and like fighting other top competitors, like in the AIBA, fighting the best fighters from each country. I'm saying that's like a whole nother competition right there. So explain that what that experience is like, the amateurs and the world championships experience, man.
Shit, I feel like the amateurs brought me to this level I am today. It got
Right,
me to fight in front of them big moments, them big crowds, them big
right,
cameras, them big walkout rings, the big stadiums. It got me prepared for the stuff that I'm already doing right now. So a lot of this stuff that y'all seeing right now, amateur circuit prepared me for this.
right,
I competed in every single thing in the amateurs other than the Olympics. So it's not like in the ring I could got any more experience out of that.
right.
The only experience I was missing was the Olympic experience. And
Got
I knew that coming into the game. But the Olympic series, my Olympic run period was just, I feel like something phenomenal. A lot of amateurs don't really get to experience just, international competition. And off of that, I got to spar so much pros. Like, I done sparred so many pros, I only can name the top three at this point. You understand what I'm saying? So,
into that.
uh, right. So but that, like me sparring the pros came from me beating them amateur guys up internationally and stuff like that. So,
Got
uh, my hat goes to amateur, man. Amateur definitely put me on a different level.
you. Yeah, I mean, like, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if you had went to the Olympics this year, I kind of feel like you would have just like walked through there. Like, it would have been a cakewalk for you. Not even gonna lie. Because like from
Yeah,
what watching this year, as far as um the qualifications and stuff, I'm like, man. And this is not just from the U.S. I'm talking about from like other countries and stuff. I mean, it's like, man, yo, like Keyshawn would have just walked right through them, man. Like it would have been, it would.
yeah,
I mean, you might as well just hand you the gold medal. Feel me?
yeah. I mean, shit, I take it too, but I've been boxing about 12, 13 years and shit. Just all the way up from the years. I'm thinking I'm going to the Olympics. And I feel like I agree with you though. If I would have went, I feel like them fights would have been like easy, like you said, like my debut, my last fight I just had, like them fights would have been easy. Like I would just been fighting them like as they was kids, like like they're children, like they older than me, but the IQ not there. You know what I'm saying? So you like a child to me. So
Yeah,
I feel like them fights would, like I said, I would have gained no more experience from them fights, but just the Olympic experience for sure.
gotcha. Yeah, so like how was the transitioning from amateur to pro? I'm saying, how was that mindset shift? Like from having the amateur mindset to like now I'm a pro, so I gotta have that pro mentality.
It won't no shift. It won't no mindset shift. It wasn't no amateur. Oh, I'm amateur now. I'm pro. Let me start thinking different. No, it was. I'm about to beat your ass even more because I got more rounds to go. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
shit. That's it. Wasn't. It was never no shift for nothing.
Oh, gotcha,
Nothing. Like
gotcha.
only thing was different was me adjusting on how I want to move at all times.
That's
You feel what I'm
what's up.
saying? Like inside the training camp, outside training camp stuff. But mental switch, there was never no mental switch. I ain't need one. Everything's
Gotcha.
just natural for real, for real.
All right, so like now you sparred big names, like you mentioned before. You sparred a lot of pro guys. You sparred big names. Three big names that stick out to me the most is Javante Tank Davis, Forrest Stevenson, and Terrence Bud Crawford. You know, and these guys are also my favorite fighters as well that I like watching. So, like, what can you tell me that you learned from each of these guys sparring them? Like, what did you take when you sparred Tank? What did you learn when you sparred Shakur? What did you learn when you sparred Crawford?
Well, I sparred Tank one time,
Okay,
and when I learned from Tank that he got on his end, he got his reaction time is faster than his speed. He like
right.
he react faster than his actual punches are. With Shakur and Terrence Crawford, it was more learning experiences with them because I got to spar them at least more than once.
Okay,
With Tank, it just showed me that okay, I can compete with top professionals
yeah.
nowadays. Like you
I mean,
feel what I'm
how
saying? So
Tank can Tank actually has boxing ability, boxing
yeah,
skills. You
yeah,
know,
I do Tank in the amateurs and stuff. So I knew he could do all that, but of
yeah,
course everybody just worried about his power.
right, right.
And being in the ring with him, I was also worried about his power too. So once I seen that I was boxing with him and was doing what I wanted to do and stuff like that, it just gave me that extra boost. Like okay, wow, I can really if I wanted to go pro right now and go
Yeah.
crazy. But with Terrence and Shakur, I was still 19 years old. I was still a full blown amateur. Was not thinking about going pro.
Oh
So
wow.
at that time, I was a different fighter. I was a less experienced fighter. So I was really gaining a lot of knowledge that I didn't have going
Mhm.
in with Tank. So I gained a lot of experience with them and IQ with them and stuff like that. It's like really once I got to Tank, I had everything I had.
Right.
You feel me? So I gained a lot more from Terrence and Shakur just coming up around them for sure.
Yeah, I mean those are like great sparring partners, especially having to spar them on the regular. I know with
Yeah,
Crawford, it was definitely like it had to be like a chess match. Even with Shakur too, it had to be a chess match. It had to
yeah,
be, you know, getting that mental right. You
yeah, yeah, yeah. Mental definitely.
know. All right. So walk me through fight week. You know, when you go through training camp and then you get down to the last final week. What's happening that last final week, all the way up to the fight. When you walk in the venue. You do your weigh-in, you check out the ring. And then the next day you go in your locker room, you're getting ready to fight, your ring entrance, all that. What's going through your mind, what's happening all throughout that week. What's that like as a pro?
Man, fight week is more so like you get to press conference day, then you get to weigh-ins, then you get to the fight. Like once you get to the press conference day, that's when shit really get to rolling. Because
Right,
nowadays, most of you quarantining before the fight. So once you get to the press conference, you got all the press, you got pictures, you got your Instagram going, then you got weigh-ins and so on and so forth. So
yeah,
just up until then, you just maintain the weight, of course. and you get to them days and shit. You show out in front of that camera, you show out in front of that interview. You
Yeah.
know, weigh-ins. If the dude get a little rowdy in weigh-ins, you know, you push him back. You
Like yo,
know,
like the last
like
dude.
you make the show before the show start. You gotta make a show before the show start. You
Of
got
course,
to.
of course, of course.
So you know, so that I mean that's basically what it is. You know, just try to make the best out of everything before the fight even start. Because at the end of the day, you gonna do what you gotta do.
Mm. All right. So what do you think is your greatest attribute as a fighter? What do you see as your biggest strength? And if possible, what do you think is something that you feel that you could work on as a
My biggest strength, I really, really, truly believe that nobody can fuck with me. I really believe that God put me on this earth to beat everybody up in this game and just take it to the next level, though. Not
uh,
just so much about fighting, but just showing people a different route and a better route that really is out here.
right.
But I really feel like can't nobody fuck with me. Can't nobody beat me.
Yeah, you definitely have that competitive killer instinct.
Yeah, but I mean, what I feel like I can work on, um, um, by not exposing no weaknesses on live. What do I feel like I can work on? Uh, I feel like I can get stronger.
Oh yeah, that's actually something I was thinking about because I was like, because I like doing analysis on a lot of fighters, and so with you and Shakur, the only thing that I see is like, yo, like the only I guess not it's not really a weakness, but like the fact that y'all are still young and haven't gotten y'all's man strength yet. That's what it is. I'm
Yeah,
saying once y'all hit 25 and y'all gain that man strength, it's gonna be a whole different ball game for a lot of these fighters because they think that y'all got the skills now. Once
yeah,
y'all really add that power to it, it's
yeah.
gonna
I
it's
mean,
gonna
I feel like
be
with that though, I feel like with that, that's not so much what I'm worried about, like power. I'm not worried about power. I'm more worried about strength. Like if I get a Mexican, like he's just not gonna hold me and you know I can't pull out or like just strength in general, solid. I don't need to be solid all the way around, not
uh,
just having power or not having power. Because
got
if we just talking about power, I got power. That's something I'm not worried about. I know I have power. You feel
right,
me? But just being, you know, because somebody told me out of your 13 years you was training, every single day you went to the gym, you was mainly working on technical shit.
right.
Now imagine you put that same effort into strengthening and conditioning. I'm like, yeah, you're right. You're right. I ain't think about it like that. So now in my head, I'm thinking like, shit. I got like shit 20 more years in this game. Let me get them 13 years back. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking. Like,
And I feel you, yeah. I feel you. All right, so in your book, in your list, who do you see has the GOAT? And who do you see as the current GOAT right now of all fighters? Besides yourself. Besides yourself.
I don't look at myself as a GOAT, but I feel like Muhammad Ali and Floyd Mayweather is the two GOATs for sure. I feel like those are two names. Those are the two names nobody never leaves out.
Right.
First of all, but secondly, just why I feel like that. Of course, Muhammad Ali, like it speaks for itself. But why I feel like that mainly, Muhammad Ali did a lot outside of the ring, and
Gotcha.
was really put the stamp on that. He did a lot outside of the ring.
Right.
It's undeniable, and what Floyd did inside the ring is also undeniable.
Right. Yeah,
You feel what I'm
that's
saying?
that's actually like who I have on my list. Like I have Floyd first, and then after Floyd is Ali. After Ali, I have.
You can't have it like that, man. You gotta put Ali first, man. You got to, bro.
If we talking just strictly boxing though, if we're talking just strictly boxing, I have to put Floyd first. And the reason why I say that is because what Floyd did in the game, you know, was everything was from a mental standpoint. He didn't just beat you physically. And this is what a lot of people do not understand.
So Muhammad Ali ain't getting to Sonny Liston head before the fight.
but he took a lot of punishment. That's the thing, though.
That's
Well,
back in the day boxing, though. Look how he did George Foreman. He took a lot of punishment for George Foreman, but who got knocked the fuck out at the end of the day?
hey, you right though. You right.
Now he making grills.
You right. You right. I mean, everybody's listening different.
But what I'm trying to say, you was going off the mental play.
Right.
Ali was the best that ever did that.
I don't know.
What?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't
Ali
know.
was the best that ever did the mental games. Ali was the best that ever did the mental games, bro. You tripping. You could go. It's interviews with Ali and Joe Frazier together. And he making the whole crowd laugh, getting into Joe Frazier's head. Like he take it all the way to a whole nother level.
See,
You say what?
I'm talking about in the
Just
ring.
boxing.
In the ring. That's what I'm saying. Just strictly boxing. If we stick to just strictly boxing and you really compare like everything, you really compare everything that both those fighters got, it's like, yo, it's almost like you want to say like Floyd was like almost like the perfect boxer. Even
Yeah, but you gotta realize this too, though, bro. You gotta realize you gotta put everything in perspective when we talking about this. He had the perfect schedule of fights.
Right.
Ali jumped in the fucking waters. Liston, I want Liston. Liston was the most scariest person at the time. George Foreman was the most scariest person at the time. Joe Frazier was undefeated. You gotta realize, like, he jumped in the waters where the waters was dangerous as fuck, and he was coming out on top. Right. Floyd set the waters up to where he had to look, but he still had to fight, and he pulled him out, and he did it great. So you gotta put that in perspective too, bro. Like, Ali really jumped out off the porch.
Right.
Ali jumped off the porch and then kept going with it, bro.
Now, you see, I'm gonna take your word for it only because you're a fighter. Feel me? Only because you're a fighter and you know your shit. Feel me? So I take your word for it. I'll take your word for it.
I mean, it ain't a bad lineup though. What you had? 1 and 2.
All right, so let's get a little personal, man. So, like, what's your most embarrassing or funniest moment as a fighter? I'm gonna tell you mine. I'm gonna tell you mine first.
Man, right. I was an amateur fighter. Oh, you gonna tell you? Go ahead.
Yeah, so like, I actually used to box too. So like, back in like 2011, right? I was boxing and I was sparring one of my boys, Fernando Guerrero. I don't know if you remember him, but he's a middleweight fighter. And at the time, Fernando was like, he was like 20-0, like 20-0, 18-0, or something like that. So like, we get done training, right? And I remember I had to use the bathroom so bad. I had to pee. But like, our Coach Hal, kept rushing me, was like, yo, get your stuff on, we about to spar. Get your stuff on, we about to spar. I'm thinking in my head, like, yo, I gotta use the bathroom. Everybody get this stuff on, so I'm like, you know what? Forget it. I'm gonna use the bathroom after we spar. So I put my stuff on, I get in the ring, I'm sparring Fernando. We do like 2 rounds. Get into the 3rd round, bell ring, I come up, Fernando, I remember he throws a jab, I weave it, but he comes down to the body with a 2 and hit me straight like in my gallbladder. And like everything just went warm. I was like, oh shit, I think I just peed myself.
Damn. That shit just came straight out.
Like that shit just came out. But the thing is, like,
your water broke.
I had on pants, man. But like, good thing I had on pants though. So like, it kind of like just stuck. It didn't like gush out to the floor. It kind of stuck with me. And then I go to, like, after we get done sparring, I go back to the locker room. I take all my stuff off. I take my pants off, and there's like this little another like little kid or whatever. And he was like, man, you must have been sparring hard because you got all that sweat on you. And I look at it, I'm like, it ain't sweat, kid.
Don't come too close, you'll find out.
Yeah.
Damn.
What's one of your funniest moments as a fighter, man?
Nah, I ain't never pissed myself. The most I wouldn't say it was funny to me, but most embarrassing moment was I'm thinking I want to fight in the amateurs. It's hella rings going on at one time.
Right.
They say a corner, and I raise my hand as if I won, but the ref, he like, no. The ref like, no, and raise the other dude hand. I'm like, wow, this is like a national tournament too. I wanted to kill that ref.
Yo, that's crazy. Oh man. All right, so where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years?
That's a hard question. Shit's moving so fast right now, man. Only God know that answer, bro. But shit, 5 years. We can go on 5 years. Shit, like a three division world champion. The minimum, the minimum of what I'm gonna do for this sport.
Pound for pound list.
Yeah, in the next 5 years. Yeah, about three division. About three division.
Man, that's big. That's big goals. That's definitely big goals, man.
It can happen if people
Hey,
fight.
hey, shoot, Lomachenko did it. You can definitely do it too.
Yeah, I'll fight Lomachenko too.
I want to see that. I want to get it. You ain't never
I
fought.
love to. Nah, that's why I love to fight him. I love to spar Lomachenko. I see him in Shakur spar.
Oh yeah, you was there. Cause I seen the video, but I ain't seen the
I was there.
yeah. So you was actually there.
And I was sparring the gold medalist, 2016 gold medalist. He was from Azerbaijan, Uzbekistan. He was from somewhere. He
Uh,
beat Gary Russell in 2016 Olympics, but he a gold medalist. I was sparring him out there while Shakur was sparring Lomachenko.
oh wow, Gary
I
Russell.
was 17. Shakur was 19.
Man, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. Dang. All right, so now tell us about you as the person, man. What do you like to do? You a 2K player, Madden player? I mean, what are your hobbies? You do anything? I'm saying,
On some real shit, I'm a family man. Like, I like to be around family.
yeah,
You
me
know what I
too.
mean?
Me
I like to be
too.
around family, and I like to be around one female. I don't like having all these, I don't do that, so that's just what I do. I like to travel and stuff. I bought a P5. I bought $800 for a P5, and I played that shit about 2 times. And I
Hey,
had the P5 for about 850. I had the P5 for it was 850 with 2 controllers and 3 games.
hey, shit. Let me get it off you. You don't play that much.
Man, nah, okay. I heard you can play GTA on that junk now, though.
For real?
Yeah, I'm about to see what's going on. What's up, Khalil Cole? Shout out Khalil Cole, man. He just signed with Matt's Room. He fight on Devin Haney card May 29th. What's up, Khalil Cole? You should do an interview with him too, my boy.
With who?
Khalil Cole. He said,
Hey,
"What's good, gang?"
hey, send them to me.
Man, he know what the fuck going on. He hears. He knows what's going on.
Hey, Khalil, holla at me, boy. Money bet, the real money
He he
bet.
he, he only interviewed people with 10K followers or better.
Oh
Bitch,
yeah.
you just made it. Nah, fucking with
Hey, I don't care how many followers you got, man.
Hey, I'm bad business, yo. Damn, my fault.
Hey, Keyshawn talking big shit because he the man. He talking big. He the man right now. Hey, I don't care how many followers you got. Holla at me, bro.
He talks some good looks, bro. Man, 10K or better. Let him know, boy. Let him know.
Shoot, man, shoot. Shakur should have hopped on here too. I wish he would. I was trying to holler at him too.
Yeah. Shakur be more busy than shit. Than busy.
Yeah, that's one funny ass nigga on Twitter, yo. That's funny.
They need to start ducking my man, yo. Word.
Yo, you seen that when they posted that list and they
Yeah.
hit on there? I said, yo,
They on some shit like that's
this.
because he ain't fight for no title yet. He just moved up. They say the same thing to Jose. Who just moved up to 140?
Oh, the boy, man, ain't hold a seat though. Oh, man.
Or I might be tripping. I might be talking about Oscar Valdez when he moved up to 130.
Oh yeah.
They did the same thing to Oscar Valdez when he moved up to 130. He had to fight for a title or some shit.
Yeah. Man, shoot, what you got planned for the rest of the night, man?
Shit. After this interview, I'm gonna lay my ass down. I trained twice today. I ain't on nothing. You see me half awake right now.
Man, yo, man, it was a good pleasure talking to you, man. Man, I got your number. We definitely gonna have to talk some more for real, yo. I'm saying, but it was an honor with you having you on here.
Hey, you got put me and my brothers up here, yo. Look, my
Oh,
little brother just commented. Keyshawn survived right here. That's my little brother.
hey, I want you too. I want to get an interview of you too, man.
It's
I
gonna be
don't
all
care.
three of
Hey,
us.
I don't care how many followers you got. Forget.
Oh,
forget what
DB3 style, you
Keyshawn talk
wildin'.
about. Hey, forget what Keyshawn talk about, yo. I don't care about your followers. I don't care about your followers, yo. I'll have you.
Hey, we gonna all get out there though. I appreciate you having me though, bro.
Hey, for real, man. Thank you so much, yo. I'm gonna
Hell
holler at
yeah,
you.
G.
All right.
Okay.